Alrighty, conference championship game picks. And I'm really excited for these, honestly. Two actually really good games for a change in the conference championship. Sometimes I know there's been a few years that'll be underwhelming games. I don't think we have one this year. Great storylines all the way around. And it's all going to kick off at 3 o'clock on Sunday, CBS game with the Chiefs versus the Ravens. Baltimore is getting 4. That is the spread right now. And just a lot that I could say about, which way I think this game is going to go. On the surface, it looks like it's going to be an easy, Ravens win. The Chiefs have been struggling all year. They don't have a premier receiver, and you say that, but then you take a closer look at Kansas City and what they were able to do against Buffalo and, how much they were able to dominate the game against Miami and just the experience of Patrick Mahomes, the little bit of emergence of Rashee Rice. And then obviously you have Travis Kelce, who's been there for several years. And this is probably one of the best Kansas City defensive groups that ever had in the Mahomes era. So you factor that all together, and it's going to be a firework of a game, I feel like. And, it's going to come down, in my opinion, to I think Lamar's going to just make, one or two big plays that are going to change the game and that are going to give them an opportunity to really put themselves out in front and win this game. But it's not going to be without its battle. And another reason, I think that honestly, through all this, the Ravens are going to take this one 27-24. And I don't think they're going to miss kicks. If they didn't have if they had a shaky kicker, maybe this goes to the Chiefs' way. But obviously, Justin Tucker, probably the best kicker in the NFL. You have him. They're going to be able to trust him if the game comes down to like a field goal or something like that. And I have the Ravens just getting by through the skin of their teeth. They obviously host the game, but Kansas City, expect them to put up a heck of a fight. Uh, Patrick Mahomes, this is a moment he lives for. This is where he excels. So obviously, I just expect him to come out with a new demeanor. And I think this game, like I said, it's going to be a lot closer than I think people think. I do, in this scenario, expect Chiefs to cover their side of the spread. So, I mean, we'll see. It's going to be a firework game. But like I said, I do have at this point with this prediction, I think the Ravens go to the Super Bowl for the second time in the John Harbaugh era, and they win 27-24. Then we have a game that I'm really excited about. Lions versus 49ers. Going to be a game on Fox, 6:30. San Francisco favored by a touchdown, 7 points. And I am really excited for this game because you're going to find out a lot about Brock Purdy in this game. I've kind of on this channel, I've kind of dogged him a little bit if you've watched. I just think that at this point he's a system quarterback and he's just a pawn in a Kyle Shanahan system and within the weapons they have here. But now he's got an opportunity to prove to not only me, but to all the other haters that he's a Super Bowl quarterback. So it's a really big game for him. A key thing that I want to look at for this game, though, is Deebo Samuel is 50-50, he said. Didn't have to have surgery, got cleared for that, but he is said to be 50-50. And I think it's a bit of a different team without Deebo Samuel. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey is their lead horse. He's the really good player, but take Deebo Samuel out, these rosters start to look closer and closer. Obviously, 49ers have the running back advantage, but, I don't know who would be the better receiver if Deebo Samuel's not there. Amon-Ra St. Brown has had a ridiculous year, and Sam Laporta is debatably better right now than George Kittle. So I'm looking at all this. I'm looking defense. I'm looking offense. I'm looking, they have the deep threat in Jameson Williams. Maybe he'll be a factor. And I'm gonna take the shocker of the world. Lions win 30-25. Weird score, but I just have a feeling. I have a feeling that the Lions find a way to win this game, shock everybody, because everybody, I guarantee, has got the 49ers. I just have a feeling that if Deebo Samuel doesn't play, which it's looking like he's not going to play, it will be and the last time he did play when he had some sort of rib injury and he was 50-50, he like barely had a catch. I knew that the hard way at him on fantasy. But I just think that the Lions, if you're looking at this is a talented roster, and I think they find a way to get this win 30-25. I'm really excited for these games. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the Super Bowl prediction. I'm going to do a long, thrown out video on the Super Bowl prediction that I don't know if I'll do it this week. Maybe I'll do two separate ones, just like how I'm feeling week to week. But I'm really excited for these games. A lot to be proved. Lamar can prove himself, which he doesn't really need to prove himself more, but he can prove that he can make it to the Super Bowl. And Brock Purdy can prove that he's a decent, viable quarterback after this week. But I do have the Lions in that game 30-25. And then the first game, I have the Ravens over the Chiefs 27-24.